The most simple factor for detecting whether a trend is in an uptrend or a downtrend is the T-line, the 80 exponential moving average. When used in conjunction with candlestick signals, this gives you an extremely high probability evaluation. Even though there might be soggy days in an uptrend, it allows you from being zipped out of a position or juked out of a position too early. Very simple analysis. If you see a candlestick buy signal and a close above the T-line, you're in an uptrend until you see a candlestick sell signal and a close back below the T-line. So the evaluation of today's trading in the Dow is, even though it was way down from the top of the trend or top of its trading range, it didn't do anything that altered the uptrend. Merely some profit taking in today's trading. And because the visual analysis is so quick and simple, you can analyze all three indexes in a matter of less than 20 seconds. At the same time the Dow was trading down near the lower end of the trading range, the NASDAQ was still trading up pretty strong, in the sense that it opened higher and it still didn't create any major sell signal or sell candle formation. Stochastics coming up, we're above the T-line. The implication is still that we probably should be at least trying to test this recent high, which it may do in tomorrow's trading. As long as we don't close back below the T-line, we've got to consider right now that we're in an uptrend. And obviously we can see that the worst case scenario is that we're moving sideways, which doesn't hurt candlestick investing, because there's still going to be charts that act well in a sideways market because of the simple scanning techniques for those signals. The simple application of using the T-line as a trend analytical tool is very simple, obviously, if it's a simple application. Notice that a series of dojis down here at this double bottom, stochastic starting to curl back up. We have a close above the T-line. As it moved up and hit the 50, there was selling, but where did it move to? Right back to the T-line. The next day they opened it on the T-line and took it up. A candlestick signal of this magnitude tells you there's some selling coming in, but what we need to see for a reversal is a candlestick sell signal and a close below the T-line. Otherwise, as long as they do not close it above the T-line, that keeps us in the trend. So that keeps you out of these scary situations where you might close out a position and then have to jump back in at a higher price. As long as you have that simple rule, as long as it remains closed above the T-line, you can stay with your recommendations. Being in the right position at the right time becomes even a higher degree of accuracy when you know the simple signals and patterns created by the candlestick signals. For example, a bullish engulfing signal right here on this pullback, right at the 20-day moving average, and a close on the T-line. The next day we have a doji. We have a very simple rule in the analysis of a doji. The price is going to move in the direction how they open it after a doji. So a positive open the next day and moving positive tells us the T-line is not going to act as resistance. Stochastics curling back up, we're in an uptrend. Also, a big candle like this followed by a doji, followed by a positive open, does a very simple pattern. It's called the doji sandwich, where this day right here has an extremely high probability of being about the same magnitude as this candle right here. So if we see a positive open, we know immediately that this trading day could be the same magnitude as this trading day, which means we're going to close above the T-line. The next factor is when they start gapping up from a candlestick signal and they break out through this level, that tells us we're now in a new wave, probably the same magnitude as this wave right here. Now, each piece of this analysis is based upon what the signals were telling us and what the indicators were showing as far as resistance and support, just adding a high degree of probability that you're going to be in the right trade at the right time. That'll be it. We'll see you in the chat rooms.